Well, I guess Halloween is coming early this year. We're about halfway through the month already of August 2023, but this month is gearing up to be an exciting time for enthusiasts of horror games. If you're not like me and you're not a weenie and you actually play horror games, the horror gaming community can anticipate the arrival of 3 significant titles this month. And this year has already established itself as a formidable period for horror gaming, commencing with the well-received Dead Space remake in January. Following suit, March saw the release of the Resident Evil 4 remake, accompanied by the immensely successful early access launch of Sons of the Forest. The future also holds promises of more great horror games such as Alone in the Dark and Alan Wake 2, but for those who crave immediate horror satisfaction, the upcoming offerings should not be overlooked. And the quality of these releases remains uncertain. Maybe they'll be good, maybe they'll be just alright, but if you like the scary games, you should definitely keep a close eye on these releases that will be releasing within, well, basically the next 2 to 3 weeks. So kind of an honorable mention here, it's not a separate game, but you do have the Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. That's coming August 17th, so that's 5 days from now, and it actually looks like this is only going to be for Nintendo Switch and PS4. I don't think it's coming to PC. I believe it's already available on Xbox through backwards compatibility, and I actually remember when this was released many years ago. I believe it's for the first Red Dead Redemption. So kind of cool that it's coming to PlayStation and Switch in 5 days. Alright, so let's get to the actual game. So we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre on August 18th. We got Daymare 1994 Sandcastle, which looks really cool. That's August 30th. And then you got Phasmophobia that is supposed to come sometime this month. And all those releases are coming to consoles, which is pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of the times consoles kind of get left out of really cool PC horror games. So kind of cool that it's coming to consoles. Alright, so let's dig into it. So on August 17th, the horror-themed expansion Undead Nightmare 4 Red Dead Redemption will become accessible to PS4 and Switch. And yeah, I guess it is kind of integrated into the re-release of Red Dead Redemption for these platforms, which I think is why people have kind of been giving Rockstar the L within the past week or two. I think there were rumors that they were going to like remake Red Dead Redemption, but then they just kind of announced that they were just going to like re-release it for consoles that it wasn't available to. That was kind of underwhelming. But yeah, Undead Nightmare emerges the Red Dead Redemption world with a zombie apocalypse. And this expansion will solely accompany the expensive re-release of Red Dead Redemption. Alright, so literally the next day, August 18th, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game will hit the market. It's developed by Sumo Digital and it's published by Gun Interactive. It says it's an asymmetrical multiplayer horror game that draws inspiration, shocker, from the original 1974 film Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know, you weren't expecting that, right? And the whole premise, also not much of a shocker, is, you know, there's a team of killers, including the iconic Leatherface, and they strive to eliminate a group of survivors. We'll see how it turns out. It looks kind of cool. Also worth noting is the inclusion of this game within the Xbox Game Pass, so those undecided about the purchase should consider playing it and downloading it for free if you already have Xbox Game Pass, because it looks like it is coming on day one. So that'll be an exciting week, and furthermore, the month holds more anticipation. So August 30th will introduce Daymare 1994 Sandcastle, which is an indie horror game influenced actually by the Resident Evil franchise. It serves as a prequel to Daymare 1998, which at the time received mixed reviews. Looks like this new installment will seek to address past concerns and deliver a more compelling horror experience. Just from what I'm seeing from it, it almost looks like a Dead Space type of game. I could be way off there, but that's kind of the vibes I'm getting, but it also does give me Resident Evil vibes as well. Alright, and then lastly, the immensely popular ghost hunting horror game Phasmophobia is set to grace consoles this month. So the early access version will debut on PS5 and Xbox Series X before August concludes. Apparently it has had a prosperous run on PC. Like I said, a lot of these great horror games usually start out at least with just PC before they get enough attention, and then they'll go on consoles. And right now there's not a specific release date on it, but this game, shocker, it is very dark and very creepy looking. Kind of gives me like Silent Hill vibes. So yeah, August is kind of the official sign that Halloween is coming 2 months early this year, which is cool with me. It is Halloween's kind of my favorite time of year. So kind of cool. This month will undoubtedly etch itself into the memory of genre enthusiasts. And if that is not enough, the future holds a lot of new horror games. As I said, including the upcoming Alan Wake 2 and the reimagining of Alone in the Dark. I'm definitely excited for this month and what is to come later this year. Maybe I will stop being a weenie and I will actually start playing some horror games. Get some hair on my chest, alright? right, I'll finally get into it. You know, the only horror game I've actually like ever played is Outlast, and that was like 10 years ago. Extremely scary, but like it was very addicting. I do want to get back into horror games, so maybe I will start out with one of these. And hopefully as time goes on as well, consoles will get more PC exclusive horror games on consoles, because yeah, a lot of these games are very, very cool. Consoles definitely a lot of the time miss out. So this month we will see how these 3 games turn out.